I'm Lindsay. We are in Portland, Oregon. My channel is Solaré Fasho, which is very hard to spell. And you're watching Wanderlust Estate.
Oh, the day I break these chains, I'm bound for the life of the simple things.
So it didn't work out to meet up with the gig economy guy, and I'm headed out of Sacramento now. Feeling a little slow today. I didn't really want to get out from under that warm sleeping bag this morning, and there was a lot of condensation. I can't wait to finish up my vapor barrier. I couldn't help on our way out to Sequoia to show off these oranges. So all along here, I'm just outside of Visalia, and you see all these orange trees everywhere. They're lining both sides of the highway. I am all the way out here in Sequoia National Park. I'm in the Sierra Nevadas, right at the very foothills of it. We just entered. I'm so stoked for this. I'm gonna go see my favorite tree in the snow. But I just had to go ahead and show off the scenery coming in here, since I had not done that yet before I got some pictures. And it's just gorgeous. If you see over there, that's where the Sequoia sign is. First official pullout. I've actually been on this pullout before long ago. It wasn't winter time at the time. It was right at peak summer. I think I prefer it winter time. We are now approaching the snow line. We're starting to see the sequoias. Look at that boy. Oh, got nailed by some snow. Welcome to the sequoias. Dang it, I missed the avalanche. A little slow on getting it on, the camera turned on, but we just had a little bit of an avalanche come down through the trees just a second ago. Maybe you saw a little bit of the dust. Just parked up there and walking down to go into General Sherman right now. It's a winter wonderland. We're right at the cloud cover. So not too much higher and we're above the clouds, not too much lower and we're beneath them. Uh-oh, the cloud is coming down on us. In normal places we call this fog, but when you're this high you call it a cloud. Look at our big old boy over here. But while we're here, figured there we go. Figured we could have a snowball fight. Haha, and you guys can't get me back. Near. Look at that. We got some big old giant sequoias, the first of them. Uh-oh, got a sledder. Sledder alert. Look how monstrous these guys are. Coming up on General Sherman. This is officially the biggest tree in the world, and we're getting to come and see it in the snow. The thing is just a monster. So amazingly huge. Oh, try not to trip. Look at that thing. It's just amazing. Woo! Now that's a big old boy. What do you guys think?
That's a big boy.
We ain't messing around over here. This thing has got the same diameter of my old Class A motorhome. It's in excess of 10 meters.
Wow.
So it's 31 feet wide at its trunk base here. All right.
Hey, look at that bad boy, Alice.
Nah, guys, you can't get me.
And you don't know how to read. It was covered in snow.
Oh, too bad I don't know how to read. Sorry, officer. It's not my fault I never learned how to read. Totally screwed up, guys. It's 40 feet wide, so it's wider than my motorhome was. Wow. And I mixed it up with, thought it was 31 feet wide, and it's 31 meters in circumference. So it's over 2,200 years old. Let's see a cross section over here. Great big guy. About 2,000 years old, 2,200. Can't really see the scars this time of year, but got some interesting information about those. All right, guys, so I couldn't not walk through the tree that they have up here, so that's what we're doing right now. Howdy, folks.
Hi.
Here we are. So this is not even close to one of the biggest ones that we've walked by in here. But the cool thing is they have tunneled it out so you can actually walk through it. I think that's kind of neat, so I figured, what the heck, let's go ahead and do that and see what it looks like here. Got some icicles. I was so silly when I was a kid. I used to love breaking them and throwing them around. Looks like it must have warmed up here right after the snowstorm, though. A little surprising. Stunning. I mean, look at that out through the canyon. Just gorgeous. And then if we go along over here, there's even more beauty. I mean, just the clouds, the way the clouds are coming in, the right shades of gray, the white. I mean, this is amazing. Right over the edge here. Let's take it over here so you can see right in between here. Look at the colors that you're getting out of the sheer rock cliffs here. Right down the center here. Too beautiful. All right, I couldn't help myself. I had to go ahead and show you that. Guys, we're in the middle of a national park, and some douchebag decides to just pull over and throw their garbage out here in the middle of the thing. This is ridiculous. I mean, just take it the rest of the way down the mountain. I mean, there's like garbage cans 5 or 6 miles away. It's just ridiculous. It's not even a mile down the stinking mountain, and here's a trash receptacle at a campground that somebody had this stupid bag at. Didn't take but 15 seconds, wasn't but a mile down the mountain, and some douchebag left it up there. I got about 360 miles to go, and I want to be there before dusk. So I probably won't be showing a whole lot, especially since we had a bunch of rain last night and everything's wet. So these windows are probably going to have crap on them. But I'll check in with you when I get into San Diego. I'll let you know what's going to be happening with me over there and what my plans are for Quartzsite, Arizona, and the RTR. Dang, the road is flooded out here. I got 3 different highways with mountain passes, even kind of really mild mountain passes snowed in. And I'm trying to head out towards the coast to make it the rest of my way down into San Diego, but dang, it's like everything's flooding out. I'm starting to get worried that the road up here will have an issue. Oh boy. Crazy, crazy. Wet, wet, wet. lane of traffic over there. Now we're going through California oil country. We got a whole bunch of these pump jacks out here. Now, when you see pump jacks, that's not, they don't put those on all wells. They put them on low producing wells. So a lot of times it's when the well has gotten older and it's not producing as much. Sometimes it can just be because that specific spot is difficult to produce, which means to get the oil out of the ground. So they don't actually solely do the pump. They work kind of like the mechanism on your like soap dispensers, and then most of what is used is like either CO2 or water pushed underneath to get the oil to rise. I'm really not used to the oil fields being this dense, so this play must have been really, really dense. I wonder if it was also a really deep play rather than more of a spread out in a zone play. This must be a sandstone that was really thick. Man, it got all of the pipelines and everything, and the refinery's not too far back over there. This must have been a crazy play. Next service is 70 miles, heading off into the desert. This is kind of an interesting terrain coming through here. So we were on an old oil road, which then connected up to 33 to get me over to Highway 101. And we're kind of going through a plains area that I didn't really know about in California. Ended up being a good thing I got snowed in. Didn't get to go out I-5. Got to see completely new country that I probably never would have driven on this road ever. It's amazing how accidents sometimes can end up being some of the most fantastic adventures, you know? Now in a little town called Santa Margarita, and we're just about to get on the 101 here in about 1.7 miles. Now it's still another 6 miles down to San Diego, and from where I was at, it was only about 5 hours to San Diego. So heading out west here put me kind of a ways out of the way, but that snowstorm wasn't even supposed to finish until 10 o'clock tonight, and they didn't even know if they'd have any of the passes open tomorrow. So I just went ahead and chose to use this old oil road to weave back and forth until I got to Santa Margarita here, right off the 101. Yuck! So here we are, the only southern thoroughfare that wasn't plugged up by snowstorms in all of California. And it's bumper to bumper on the highway here. I don't know if that out there is a situation where it's just for the on-ramp, or if it's like that the whole stretch. If it's like that the whole stretch, I'm just gonna get off and find somewhere to hide out for tonight, because I'll never get there, you know. And we're gonna have the sun setting in, you know, like a hour or so, hour and a half. And as thick as that is, there's no way I'm gonna be able to drive along it. Hey guys, I don't know if you can see it way out there, but the sun is getting close to setting on the ocean right now. We're right next to Pasimo Beach, I believe is how you say it. And this is how the traffic's been pretty much the whole time on 101. I am not a fan. I was hoping to get a little bit further, but at this rate, I couldn't have more than 45 minutes or so. It looks like maybe an hour of that sun being around. Who knows how far I'll get with this kind of traffic. Another 10 miles. Get out there, connect with people, live your big story and make sure you do something every single day to reduce world suck. Peace, guys.